Hello, tribe, and welcome back for another set of readings. Thank you so much for joining us again. And also, from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you so much for the comments that you leave. You have no idea how this inspires me and how this touches my heart. Now, for those that are returning, I'm about to go through the introduction just like I do in all of my videos. So if you've heard the introduction before, you can fast forward through this portion. Now, for those that are joining us for the first time, thank you so much for joining us. Now, we do have product that's available, and I'm so excited about that. Immediately following this introduction, we will show you some of the product, and information can be found in the description below. Now, information about our reading. You can apply this reading to your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, and for some, even your Venus sign. Be mindful that the messages can flip-flop, so if it doesn't relate to you, it could relate to your partner. Oh, and by the way, hello to our cross-watchers. Now, be mindful that there's no time limit on these messages. It could have happened 3 months ago, it could happen today, or it could happen in the near future. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now, also be mindful that if this message resonates with you, please give us a thumbs up. And if you feel like it doesn't resonate with you so much, but it can apply to somebody else's life, give us a thumbs up anyway. Now, private readings are available, and information for the private readings can also be found below. Now, I have already pre-shuffled the cards so you can move swiftly through that portion. Now, on to your reading. Hello, my Leos. Let's get right into your reading. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know for the twin flame soulmate readings, March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know? Okay. All right, my Leos, right out the back. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Leo for March 2019? Twin flame, soulmate readings. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know? Okay, my Leos, you are coming right out. Thoughts. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know for March 2019, twin flame, soulmate relationships? What do our Leos need to know? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what do our Leos need to know for March 2019? What messages need to go forth for the twin flame soulmate relationships? All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo for March 2019 for the twin flame soulmate relationships? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know? Okay. Oh my goodness, my Leos. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? Spirit, Divine Creator of the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo for March 2019 as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationships? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Leo? Oh my goodness. I mean, they literally are falling, just like falling out. Okay. All right, my Leos, let's go with what came out first. Your first message was flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And we know that you are a people person, that's for sure. And look at there, it says blessed change. A major life change brings you great blessings. Okay, and this is coupled with be gentle with yourself. And so looking at your last message, I remember that we had something that had never happened before. We had two yeses come out side by side, which was unbelievable. And so you had a pretty good message last time, and it seems like you're still on that same path. And this next message says birthday. A significant birthday holds the answer to your question. So apparently somebody's birthday is coming up, or you've been pondering or thinking about somebody, somebody's birthday, and that holds the answer to any question that you may have. And then romance, so it looks like you're just in love right now, Leos. Looks like you're in love. Let's just keep going and see what else comes out of the message on the second group. Okay, so it says religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and your spiritual path. All right, and that was coupled with self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So apparently, and it's funny that the religious and the forgiveness comes together, because we know that when we pray or, we ask God to help us or what have you, it's generally from a religious standpoint, a spiritual standpoint. And, you could go in meditation, whatever source that you use to get to the higher power. Those can be considered religious factors, and we know when we do that, we'll begin to go within. So what they're saying is that go ahead and think about, all of the old guilt that you may have had, and just forgive yourself for it, because it's okay. You're God's perfect child. And look at here, the next, we actually had 3 cards to come out. I thought it was just 2. The next cards that came out after that was, it's time to leave this unhealthy situation, sense of humor, and guarded and protected. So when I look at these two together, it just makes sense. You're having self-forgiveness right now, and they're saying, leave this unhealthy situation. Everything is okay. Leave it behind. Forgive yourself. This is an unhealthy situation for you, for your mind to be stuck. That's why it says leave old guilt behind. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. And that's just funny that the next card that it's coupled with is to leave the unhealthy situation behind. And it's not funny. This is what happens. And that was a poor choice of words. I don't want to say it's funny, because it's not funny, because when we allow the Spirit to lead us and guide us, this is what happens. They bring forth the messages to us. But it says have a sense of humor. And Leos, you can have a sense of humor, because look at there. You are guarded and protected. You are guarded and protected. And the next message out was be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. And we know that Leos, that you definitely have a crown of shine, I say, because when you walk in a room, you just shine and you just light it up, and people gravitate to you. But they say be assertive, and we know that is you're the lion, okay? So they're saying be assertive right now where you are, because there's an opportunity that's right around the corner for you. Look at that, it's gonna be successful. And all these came out back to back. So this is a pretty good reading. Pretty good reading. Like you had for last time, it was an excellent reading. You had 2 yeses back to back. I remember that, because that had never happened before. But let's just get your plan. Holy Spirit, divine creator of the universe, what is the plan for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know? What plan would you have them to know for March 2019 as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationship? What messages need to go for the sign of Leo? Okay, so this way, that way. Oh my goodness. Okay, my Leos. Okay, you have several messages going for. And then we have this one And that one. Okay, let me turn it around. That one. Okay, let me get them set up neatly and we'll be right back. Okay, my Leos, the first card out is you had the Death card, Ace of Cups in reverse, Eight of Wands in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse, Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Empress, Page of Swords in reverse, and your overarching energy is the King of Wands, and I believe this is you, okay? So let's just talk about it. The first card out is Death, which tells us that there are things that are ending. There are changes that are occurring. Doesn't mean bad, it just means that something is ending, okay? Some changes are coming about. And this is coupled with the Ace of Cups in reverse, which means this is emotional loss. This is somebody who has blocked creativity. So it could be that you're opening up now. This period, this time period where you are is coming to an end. And emotional loss could actually go with you're having to forgive yourself about something that has taken place, okay? And so, I mean, this is a good thing that period is coming to an end. And then that next card out was the Eight of Wands in reverse, which means this is somebody that's waiting. This is something that is slowing down. And you actually had two eights together. Let me just pause right here because this is actually an angel number, 88. So you need to go ahead and see what message is coming through for you. And for those that, you know, wonder who's on the table, everybody is here. You have all signs represented here, but this is an angel code, and they came side by side, 8-8. But the Eight of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who needs self-acceptance, okay? They have a new perspective on life. And so this with the Death card, that could definitely mean the change is that you have a new perspective. You're seeing things a little bit differently. And then that followed with the followed by the Queen of Cups. This is somebody who has compassion, who is calm. You know, we hope that you would be calm and have compassion in situations. And that's coupled with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is someone, this represents someone who's, you know, greedy, stingy, possessive, what have you. And so the thing about it is that this is the energy that we need to move out of. This is where you need to be. You need to be calm, okay? You need to have compassion and not in this energy right here. And the next card out was the Empress, which represents, you know, Taurus, but it could also represent that somebody's pregnant. But this represents beauty, okay? This represents beauty. And then the final card was the Page of Swords in reverse, which is deceptiveness, somebody who's all talk. And I will say this, Leos, you know, like I said before, you are the kings. You are king of the jungle. You're the lion. Okay, and when you speak, people really do listen, but we don't want you to be all talk. We want you to back up where you are, okay? And then at the same time, be careful about being too possessive. You know, being possessive of situations, being over possessive of people. And when I see these two cards back to back, this card right between, I'm thinking this is it could be a woman or a man because the energies could flip, but this is somebody who is calm, and this is somebody who is beautiful, could be pregnant, it could be representing a male energy as well. But by this being in between that, this Four of Pentacles right here, possessiveness, you could be too possessive over this person. Okay, and if you look, both of these people are kind of like looking away. They're not looking towards the card. And we always, you know, this is something I just try to pick out because sometimes, you know, if they're looking towards it, it means something different, but they're looking away. They're not even looking towards. So, you know, try not to be too possessive in your relationships. Try not to be too possessive because that is in your nature. That is, and that might be why you need to, you know, have self-forgiveness. You know, leaving those old behaviors behind. And it's time, look, and it says it's time to leave this unhealthy situation behind. So that might be where you need to come from because, listen, this is you, King of Wands. Somebody who sees the big picture. This is the leader. So take the leadership role into this relationship and everything looks like it's going to be okay. It looks good for you. Looks really, really good. Just remember to have fun and to, look at that, flirt. That was your first card out. Because truly you got romance coming along. And if somebody's birthday is coming up soon, you're going to have, there's answers to some questions in that with you. And it says, look, blessed change. And remember, your first tarot out was death, which means change. So everything's going to be okay. Just remember to be gentle with yourself, like the card says there. Be assertive. Let's just go back through these, because you got an opportunity that's going to be successful, but there's a way to do it, okay? There's a way to do it, and you don't want to be too possessive in doing it, because you have beautiful behaviors that's surrounding you. All right. Holy Spirit, Creator of the universe, what's the final message for the sign of Leo? What's the final message for the sign of Leo? What do our Leos need to know? What's the final message for the sign of Leo? What's the final message for the sign of Leo for March 2019 as it relates to the soul-mate twin flame relationships? What's the final message for the sign of Leo for March 2019 as it relates to the twin flame soulmate relationships? Final message for the sign of Leo. Oh, okay. They literally just fell out of my hand. All right, so we actually have 3 messages here for you. So let's see what it said. We actually have 3. All right, it says, message number 1, let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. I just said that to you. I just said that to you. This is a possessive behavior. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. See, I tell people all the time, the cards do not lie. And I'm telling you, Leo, you can be really, really, really possessive. And you're going to have to be gentle with that. You really, really going to have to be gentle with that. Because look at that, you are guarded and protected, but you're going to have to release a little bit of guarding and protecting your loved one. Okay? And look, and trust. It says transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. So that's probably why this death card came out first, because this is about trust. This is about change, and then it's going to be a blessed change. So your cards are definitely, once again, making a lot of sense. And your final message says, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. And that's probably why we got this card with self-forgiveness. So it says just beware of what you're projecting, because like I said, Leos, you all are the lion, okay? And when you come into a room, people notice you. You just have that quality about yourself. But just be careful what you're projecting. Be careful how you're going forth. And make sure that we're staying in this energy, because you are the leader. Okay, my Leos, I love you guys so much. Remember to like this video. And also don't forget that private readings are available and information can be found below. Until next time, my loves. Bye-bye.